Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came primetime action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh. Then the juke move, Heisman, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. This is not a game, this is not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action.
It is a Chamber of Commerce afternoon here in the Peach State of Georgia. We've got the roof open, wide open, and we are ready for football at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
It's a quarterback sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
They go play action here on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They got 29 yards that time.
When they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Touchdown! Kadarius Toney, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Firing the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start with the option. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Here's Fields. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Our partner guaranteed they approach this point with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. On the return, Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side, complete to Tony. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage. Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find a rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, 38 yards. And the Falcons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And some room to maneuver. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They give to White on the option, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First down, here's White. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 58 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Going right side is White, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
On second down, they'll run with White. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They had a great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. On play action, Fields. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Falcons are going to have it here just past the 25.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And that'll be caught by Tony. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Falcons sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Mario Edwards flies in to blow that play up.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. This is intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to have it here at their own 15. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On first down, Fields. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it. To throw again on second down. Fields. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to our 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap, Fields. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly have their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's 2nd and 8. And incomplete on the deep ball. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown to this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. This pass is caught by London. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The end result, 21 yards. Back to throw here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
And not much there. Maybe a yard on the 23rd.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any highlight tapes. But they can move it around the game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Back to throw. Fields. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Here's Jackson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part,
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Rashad White, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a perlate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground with White. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. With it is Jackson. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 30. 10. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Evans running straight ahead. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up getting a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
It can be somewhat predictable. You go in pretty well on 2nd down and short. I'd like to see play action. Yeah, without a doubt, that's a great spot to try it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Read option, this is White. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
The 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think we're wondering if we were going to see them try to push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Fields. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Velus Jones, 63 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. They work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards in the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
His throw incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He'll look to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. They'll look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. At the 33-yard line. They'll start here with a handoff to Wright. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Rashad White with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Santos with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Charles Harris in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, There will be another quarterback in.
Under pressure, they got him again. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Evans gets it again on 2nd down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. He shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Boy, 248 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Evans. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Evans gets it again on 2nd down. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Chicago, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time.